Hey guys, it's here. The day I've been waiting for. 365 days I've been waiting for. So, a year ago today I got my hair cut in a very bad way. In a nutshell, I went to the King's Canary in Fitzrovia in London. I'd never been there before, which was the first red flag. I'd looked them up online. I was working in central London at the time and I couldn't be bothered to go to my old hairdresser because it was just too much faff, and I thought, I work in central London, there's bound to be some amazing hairdressers here, let's try. So I went to the King's Canary and I saw one of the owners there who had a reputation for doing really great pixie cuts. So I'd had a pixie cut at this point already. My hair was short, but it went to about here. I had a short back, so it was cut in at the back, and it was just literally below my ears. I've always had a thing about my ears being covered. I don't dislike my ears, but I didn't particularly I wanted the option whether to cover them or not myself. So everything was going well, got there, got washed up, I sat down, me and the guy were chatting, laughing, it was great, he gave me a beer, fantastic, and then all of a sudden he was like, had my hair here, we was chatting, and he just chopped from here. It was above my ear. And I literally sat there and cried. I asked him what the hell he was thinking, what he was doing. He said, it's like a photo. I took a photo of Emma Willison, who at that point had never had any hair cut around her ears. And I was like, no, you can see she's got it tucked behind her ears. And he was like, oh no, tried to salvage the situation. So, in the end, I ended up with hair here, which was like this short. My hair this side was slightly longer, but it was still cut around my ears because obviously it had to be, had to match. My back of my head was cropped to about this long. It was traumatic, and I know people have been through stuff and that is actually very traumatic, but for me this was kind of traumatic. So I left. People always ask if I paid. I did pay reluctantly. I don't know why I paid. But it was one of those things where I just wanted to get out of the shop. I just wanted to leave. I put my hat on, I had a little beanie hat with me, I put that on and I held it together till I got home. I ran in the bathroom, threw loads of water on my hair, tried to style it myself, hated it. My boyfriend saw it, he hated it. It was just a whole big thing. So that night I filmed my very first video, and I posted it on Instagram. So on my Instagram, which is @nailtheday, I have a hashtag called Kath's Pixie Grow Out. If you want to look at all my hair grow out videos, they're all on there. And my very first one, even now I watch it and I feel sad. I was choked, I was teary, I was very, very upset. And I just thought, I need to not be so fixed on this. I need to pull myself together and figure out a way of getting my hair to grow as fast as possible. So I went onto YouTube and I found loads of videos of girls that had either shaved their head and were looking for ways to grow their hair out, or had had bad haircuts like me, or just wanted to grow their hair out after it being short, yada yada yada. And a few things came up. So I went to my local drugstore and they had a deal on hair bursts. So I picked up 2 bottles of hair burst. At the time it was buy one get one free. And it said you have to wait a month to get some results, which I was a bit annoyed about, but I thought, what the hell. So I started to take these vitamins and I think they do work. My hair's grown fast, my hair's healthy. This doesn't claim to speed your hair growth, but it does say it gives you stronger hair, more healthy hair, shinier hair, and it's scientifically formulated and includes nutrients which can help to maintain healthy hair. So I thought, what the hell. So I started to take those and I did notice some hair growth quite quickly, but I don't know if that's my hair was so short that I noticed the hair growth. And then I went to Boots and picked up some Lee Stafford hair growth products. So at the time, I think it was either 3 for £2 or 3 for £15 or something. So I bought the scalp serum, I bought the hair mask, and the leave-in conditioner. And I rated the hair conditioner more than the other two, the leave-in conditioner more than the other 2 bits. The scalp serum was good, but it was so faffy, because it's like a serum that comes in a pipette and you've got to put it down the centre of your hair and the sides and massage it in, and ugh, just annoying. The conditioning mask was good, but it had to be left on for a minimum of 5 minutes, which when you're in the shower and you've got no hair anyway, it doesn't take you long to shower. So I was a bit annoyed just having to stand there, you know, brush my teeth in the shower, shave my legs every other day, try to do things that would, you know, help me to keep this thing on longer. So the leave-in conditioner was the one that seemed to be the best for me. It had caffeine in it, it had all of the stuff in it, which was great. And I also picked up Alpecin, which is a caffeine shampoo, and it's designed for men that are losing their hair, but I thought it's a hair growth product, I'm just going to use it. And upon using it and talking to people about it, I've spoken to ladies that have had alopecia and used it, said it was great. I really loved Alpecin. I got one huge bottle of it. It lasted me about 4 or 5 months, because at that point I was washing my hair every day. I wasn't conditioning it when it was super short because, well, you don't really need to. I wanted a bit more grit in my hair. I wanted to stay up because my hair's fine, so I didn't want it to be floppy, and so it was okay. So I was basically at that point doing everything that I could do to help my hair grow out. I wish I could show you the other bits, but I've stopped using them now. My hair is this length. So my advice to you, if you're starting to grow out your hair and you're getting to that stage where you think it's all a bit awkward or it doesn't look great, just invest in some products. Alpecin was like £5 for a huge bottle. I really rate that product. If you can't afford hair bursts, they're £25 a month supply. You take 2 a day. They are quite big as well. Like some people have complained about the smell. Just don't smell them, just down them with some juice. But they are quite big, they're that size. So I take 2 a day. And they do smell like fish, but I just don't smell them, just neck it. So it's fine. And what else? I use argan oil. So at this point in time, I'm using the Mark Hill Miraculous argan oil, but at the time I was using the Dove one, and it's great. And I was taking about 10 pumps of it a day and massaging it into my hair at night time and sleeping in it, and then the next day washing it out with Alpecin. So at that point I was washing my hair every day, so I just slapped loads of oil on. I thought it would really help to condition my hair. I was doing head massages to help to stimulate the hair growth, and you know, I just figured, why not give it a try. So after all this, I noticed some hair growth within the first month and a half. And like I said before, it's probably because my hair was so short that I noticed the difference. But I was happy, because the most unhappy I was when my hair was first cut. So whatever awkward stage I got to, I figured it can't be as bad as when my hair was first cut. My hair was cut so severely that it made me look a lot older, I feel, and it wasn't a very trendy, nice haircut. It wasn't a very feminine haircut. It was very severe, as you can see by the pictures. And as it grew out, it was getting softer and softer and softer. By week 4 or 5, I had hair to about the top of my ear, which gave me a lot of joy. Because growing out, when my hair was like this length to you think the bottom of your ear is there, that's a lot of length. And it's very upsetting when you start this journey, because you know it's going to be a bitch. So after month 3 or 4, which was June or July, I just got back from holiday. So all those few months I didn't touch my hair cutting wise. I just let it grow. I was doing all the things I just mentioned, and I was just leaving it to kind of nature and me just speeding it along. And then I went on holiday, which helped actually. The sunshine helped to grow it a little bit. And when I was on holiday, I started to twist my hair up. I started to think of ways just a little bit outside the box. I used to do a faux hawk, which was so not me, but you know, I did a lot of hairstyles that weren't me at that point, but I just had to kind of make it work. Every day was different. I went onto eBay and bought a ton of headbands, Alice bands. So whenever I got to a dodgy stage, I just popped them on. Basically anything to hide the hair that was here. So I was like pushing it back behind my ears, putting a headband on and just going. So headbands were a lifesaver. I would basically blow dry my hair backwards. I would then pop on a headband and sort of tease my hair a little bit and just go. Made life a lot easier. So then, as you go through the months, I'm going to insert some photos so you can see the gradual growth. It started to get a lot easier to handle around the 5 to 6 month mark, because my hair was like it was before I got that cut. so I had a long Pixie. And once my hair was like here, it was absolutely fine. And then I started to use my Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. I got that in mid-July, so a good 4 months into my hair growth journey. And the reason I got the Dyson was it's obviously a very considered purchase, but I was really impressed with the way that it uses airflow as opposed to heat to dry your hair. And I figured that as I was growing my hair out, I wanted to give it the best shot possible at being as healthy as possible. So I got mine from QVC. QVC have really great payment plans on there, and I really, got the best hairdryer at such a great price, and I was paying for it in like easy pay installments, which was really helpful. So that was a big plus, and I think that has definitely contributed to my hair remaining really healthy. Like I say, it's been a year now. I've had 2 proper haircuts since the process began. And yeah, my hair's really healthy. Going on to that, tools are also a huge part of it. So I'm a massive advocate of these hair brushes. So I've got 2 wet brushes, both purchased from Boots. Again, I think I got them in a 3 for 2, along with my Tangle Teaser. Now, I use, this one is my day-to-day brush in the shower. I use it after my hair's been washed, and I use it to like section my hair off before I blow dry it. And then when I'm blow drying, I use this one. Now with the Dyson, you don't need to use loads of brushes to dry your hair. I just direct the hairdryer downwards to get my hair straight, and then just brush it through with this. I don't really need to blow dry properly anymore, which is really great. And then I take this to work in my bag, and it's just basically to keep my hair nice throughout the day, and they do a great job. I love these brushes, they're really, really good, and they are proven to not snag or break hair, which is excellent when you're growing your hair out. That is a major thing. Another thing is to look after it with the right products. So I use salon grade shampoos and conditioners. I use Pixie and Reed, which if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you know, because I do bang on about them a lot. They really are, for me, the best brand for my hair. And I also love styling products from Pixie and Reed. They're really great. Now that I'm not growing my hair out as such anymore, I can use mousses, and I use primers and stuff like that. So that is pretty much all I'm doing with my hair now, but in order to keep it healthy whilst you're growing it out, you have to look after it. So minimal heat on the hair is awesome, and obviously the more you look after your hair, the quicker it grows. So a friend of mine has bleached hair, and we've been growing out our hair at the same time, and my hair is a lot longer than hers because she bleaches hers blonde. So things like that make a big difference. I mentioned earlier, I get my hair coloured every 6 weeks or so, but I go to a professional salon to have it done, and I use the colours that they use, which are like non-peroxide, and they're not non-damaging, so excellent work there. So on to the rest of the grow out. So as I mentioned, the months 4, 5 and 6 were good, and my hair was like a long Pixie. So from here on in, it's not too bad. The only difference I had, most annoying part for me, was I could almost mimic a bob. So I had, my hair was like here, but my mullet bit was down here. So I had kind of 2 layers. So I would tuck my hair behind my ear to kind of hide that second layer, because it was most prominent at the front, obviously. So I would do that, pin that back, and then blow dry my hair under to kind of mimic that bob effect. And I did that for a good 2 to 3 months until I got this done. And I got this bob cut. I got my bottom bit chopped right off. I lost quite a lot of length because I was growing it out, and I had to get rid of the mullet bit. So I probably lost about this much, about an inch and a half of hair. But it was so worth it to have it all one length and have a blunt bob. And that was when I hit bob status. I actually wept a little bit with joy, because if you're growing out your hair now, you know how painful this process can be. And like I said before, in the great scale of things, it's not that big of a deal. But when you every day try to look nice, try to get ready, try to make yourself as best as you can be, and you feel like your hair, your crowning glory, is letting you down. So when I got my bob cut, I was so ecstatic, and it really pushed me on to keep growing it. Now I'm really happy with it. I'm getting another trim in April, So basically what I'm doing now is, like I said before, when your hair gets to month 4 or 5 and you get that noticeable mullet, get the bottom bit trimmed, just the bottom bit, every 4 to 5 weeks or 6 weeks, however long you can drag it out for. For me it was 4 weeks because I just couldn't handle. And then you will notice a big difference. That little bit of that mullet trim, I got a new haircut every single month and I loved it. I really enjoyed that part of the process because you feel different all the time. But now, nothing beats the joy of being able to put my hair in a ponytail or to put it half up and half down, actually have styles that I would like to wear. I tried the other day to do a French plait and I managed to do one. It was a really crap one, but I managed to do it. And I'm just going to keep growing my hair now. So now that my hair's at a length where I don't consider it a grow out, I consider it a bob, and I'm just maintaining, I get it cut. I used to get my hair cut every 3 months. So I'm sticking to that now. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the pictures and the boomerangs that I took along the way. And I really hope this video helps you. When I was growing my hair out, all I was looking for was videos on how long it takes, what people use, do those things work, how can I speed up the process, because I'm a very impatient person. Patience has never been my forte. I want instant stuff all the time, and I think the day and the age that we live in, everybody is used to instant stuff. And you know, hair growth is one of those things where you have to be patient, you have to stick with it, unless you wear wigs and things. You know, if you can wear wigs and can pull them off, good for you. I applaud you. I would always feel like I look really shit in a wig. But, you know, whatever, as long as it works for you. But I felt definitely that those are the things that I wanted once I started this process. I wanted to watch YouTube and think, it's okay, I'm going to be fine. It's not going to take long. And that's the main thing, is don't obsess over it too much. I did. I think it felt longer because for a few months there, I was constantly obsessing about it. So try not to obsess. If you feel like you've done all the things you can do, like take the hair burst tablets, do your massaging, do your oiling, look after your hair, be good to it, get all the right brushes, all the right tools, and you'll be fine. You'll smash it. And within 1 year, I was going to say 1 short year, it felt short in some parts, but I can't believe now that we're here, it was a year ago that I got my hair cut. In some respects it feels longer, some shorter, but stick with it. I hope you've stuck with this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next beauty video, whatever that might be. So thank you for joining me on the journey. I'm glad we've reached the end of it, and let's see what 2019 brings for the old Barney.